Invincible. This show starts out like your average superhero story. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Sky High. Mark is your average high schooler with high school problems. You know, he can't get no he's just worried about getting and getting his dick, you know, like that. Except his father is the world's strongest superhero. It stars Steven Yeun. You know, Robert Kirkman probably hired this guy because he killed him off in Walking Dead and my guy needed a job. Excuse me. No, I'm kidding. He's a great actor and he pairs really well with J.K. Simmons. And is it just me or does Simmons kind of look like Omni-Man? I think he was like purposely cast for that. The animation reminds me of the early 2000s. Think X-Men Evolution, Spider-Man the Animated Series, and check this out. Rescue Heroes. That's right, that was my shit as a kid. But things take a wild turn when Omni-Man murders the Guardians of the Globe in a really brutal and bloody way. I mean, guts are flying everywhere, heads are being decapitated, shit is wild. That's when I realized this isn't your average superhero cartoon, despite the way it looks. But what I like about the show is that it doesn't completely glorify being a superhero. There's lots of scenes where both superheroes and villains are violently hurt, and it explores the trauma that may come from battling for the safety of the earth. Let me tell you something, animation is such a dynamic medium. An animated show can have a story with a huge scope because it's much cheaper than a live action series. There can be multiple characters traveling to multiple worlds and locations without worrying about scouting or logistics as much. In a single episode, Omni-Man and Invincible might be on Mars, Mount Everest, and New York City fighting an army of green aliens. I don't know much about filmmaking, but I feel it's a lot cheaper and easier to do it that way through animation than move an entire filming crew to a location. And there's actually a lot of guest voice actors in the show. Seth Rogen is in it, who apparently produced the show. Mark Hamill is in it as well, and the guy from Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland. There's lots of twists that had me going, oh shit, out loud. It's better than most superhero shows I've watched, actually. And the finale episode is so badass. Just absolute cold-blooded destruction. It was fucking awesome. It's a show about betrayal, especially from those who are closest to you, and learning to live past that and move on. I mean, my dad beating the living shit out of me for not having the same ideals as he does would have broke me. So it shows a lot of willpower and strength of character from Mark to move forward. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos like this one. My name is Omni-Man, and think, Mark, think! You can only like one or the other. Ass or tits. Feet. I gotta go to sleep. Shut off the